Alright, let's see. Just trying some stuff out tonight, folks. If you're in the chat, say hi. If not, no problem. Just quick test tonight to see if I can get all this stuff figured out. Alright, let me pause this replay thing here. Stream health is always bad when I start, but it seems to be going. Let's see. Alright, let's see. I gotta fix these I gotta find another cable for these headphones so that I can get further away from the PC here. And let me go here, here, put that through. There we go, and that should be on, not top chat, should be on live chat. Testing, 1, 2. All right. Let me see. What I'm trying to do is get some stuff through the mixer. I tried using Easy Drummer going through the mixer, but I'm getting some weird noise, so I've got to spend a little time figuring that out. And the other thing, because what I'd like to do is go through actually recording and writing a song live, but I need Easy Drummer to go through the mixer so that you guys can see and hear that program as I'm working with it. So Hey, how's it going? I'm just doing some quick testing here, guys. I won't be on for very long, but thanks for jumping in. What time is it? 8:30. Okay, cool. Yeah, because I know Eric's on at 9, so I don't want to be on for that. I'm just, just testing out some stuff with the mixer. I'm trying to run some tracks through it and trying to balance out the sound, making sure everything sounds good. Bearded Blues Dude, what's going on, man? Nice to see you in here. Again, just a quick test on a Friday night, since I had a quick hour to kind of goof around here and see if I can get all this this stuff routed properly. I was trying to do something with Easy Drummer in the software here, so that in a future show I'd like to actually go through the process of setting up Easy Drummer and writing a quick song on it live, but I don't know why, but every time I run the Easy Drummer program and the sound to go through my streaming software seems to sound kind of weird. So I think there's a routing issue from the computer to the mixer and back in, so I've got to try to figure that out. But anyway, that's for me to figure out. Scott DeFuke, sounds great. Okay, cool. All right, let me try something else here. See if I just went on iTunes and looked for backing tracks, but I don't know the tracks, so I'm just kind of guessing here. Try this. All right, there you go. Let's see. Quentin James. Quentin. Is that how you do it? I don't know what I'm doing up here. Your playing makes me think I need to play bass for a few. Oh, come on. I'm just hacking around here, having some fun. Yeah, just give me a thumbs up in the chat and make sure if everything sounds okay, or if the backing track isn't loud enough, if the guitar isn't loud enough, or if the guitar is too loud and so forth. Just trying to get a sense of if I'm going through the mixer and get everything set. Brad Egan, what's going on, Brad? Nice to see you. Just running a quick test, won't be on for very long tonight, but again, I take some of these nights that I've got an hour free here and there to kind of run a test and do it live to make sure everything is working. But seems to be working on my end, so I don't know. You guys let me know on your end what it sounds like and what it looks like, I guess. I'm just gonna try, I don't even know what these things are. Let's see what this sounds like. B minor. What's this all about? Nah. Alright, this sounds interesting. Tad low for the backing tracks. How's that? Is that better? That should be a little louder. Let me bring it up a bit. iPhone. Should be loud now. Let me turn off the mic and play guitar. Sorry about that. Okay. Let me go back here for a second. See what, maybe bring the guitar up a tiny bit. Okay. I'd say the backing track. Okay. Nice groove. Sounds great. Hey, Jamie. Jamie McNeil's in here. Cool. I know Jamie. He lives just up the street. All right, Nocturnal, see you a little bit later. I'm going to get off of the live stream here in about 10 minutes and jump over to your stream, because I know that Eric has a Guitar Hack is on tonight on EVH Gear TV, so I'm going to go check that out. Yeah, there he is. There's Eric now. Let's see. The mix was better, just my 2 cents, but I think you want to play with the track, not over it. I thought this one was better. Okay, Chad Boston, hey man. Thrash, what's going on? I'm very sick, so I just popped in. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Chad. Hope you get better. I was sick a few weeks ago and it sucked. It sucked big time. So being sick's not fun, so get better soon. Yeah, so maybe the guitar, let me bring down the guitar track a little bit. So I know what you mean. I don't want to play over the backing track. I want to play kind of right with it. All right, I don't know what these backing tracks are. That's why it's kind of hard. And some of them, I don't know, seem to be mixed louder than others. So sometimes I'll play one and it'll be fine, and then I'll play another one and it's like way too loud. And I don't know how they sound. What's this? I'm just going through some of these here. What's it? G minor. Just trying some different tracks here. All right, let's try this for fun. It's not as heavy, but what the hell, right? All right. All right, let's see. Where do you find those backing tracks, Brad asked. I just go on iTunes because I have Apple Music, and I type in guitar backing tracks or blues backing tracks and things like that, and then a bunch of stuff comes up for that purpose, and I just kind of go through them, and just gives me kind of something to practice, you know, some stuff with. That last one I just did, I tried to. I play a lot more in the minor scales, and I'm trying to get better at going between minor and major scales. So that last one I kind of stuck with staying with some major, but I'm still not as comfortable. Sorry, still not as comfortable with the major sounding, that sounding thing, right? So I'm getting better at it, but still gotta. Scott says, sounds great, it's just that earlier, so yeah, no, definitely give me all your feedback, because that's the only way I can run these tests and get it to be better. That's the purpose of doing this right now on Fridays, is just quick test. Hey, Todd Flowers, what's going on? Bam Aussie, man, you must be late where you are right now. Sweet. We'll check it. Yeah, Brad, you need to get a bass and a bass setup, and we can jam. That'd be fun. I have a drummer. Neil wants to play, so. Jamie McNeil says, "Do you offer lessons?" No, not right now. I don't. I've been asked that before. Even as a bass player, I've been asked to give lessons and stuff. I've never been too good at that. Well, I mean, I don't know. I never really tried, so not at this time. Maybe someday, and if I do, I'll let you know. Dale Palmer, how's it going? Dale Palmer was my 200th sub on my channel, so I remember him. Thank you. It's early here in the UK. Yeah, I figured it would be, because it's like 9 o'clock here almost in Canada, Toronto area. But yeah, so anyway, guys, I was just kind of jumping in to do a quick test here. I did a test on Facebook before this, because I need to see if my streaming software will be solid streaming to both platforms, because I've got a good audience on Facebook that I've built up over a lot of years, so I figured that I could do some live stuff on there as well. Maybe I'll make it somewhat different than what I do on YouTube, but you know, just another option. But Facebook Live is tricky quality wise and stuff. You have to get your settings and everything dialed in here on your software and your sound and everything. YouTube, I think I've got it kind of pretty much nailed down the way that I like it, so I'm gonna stick with it. But if I go to Facebook on a regular basis, I still have to do a little bit of testing. No, I'm not streaming with OBS, but it's similar to OBS. The software I'm using is Wirecast, and I'm using a Mac, which I love Macs, and that's what I use all the time. But for streaming, PCs I think are probably a little bit better, because the graphic cards and how it leverages some of the video processing when you're doing live streaming. I can still do it with this Mac, and it's not a big deal, but I think if I wanted to really push quality and stuff, I think I'd need a bigger system. Brad says, got two, would need an amp. Yeah, well, just grab grab an amp, man. You can get one. Probably rent one for a month. I know Neil wants to do some stuff, and I said, well, I'm not really doing anything, but just a jam or something would be fun. Let's see. You deserve more subscribers. Yeah, I'm not too concerned with that, Bam Aussie. I kind of do this just for fun and try to bring some value to the subscribers that I do have. So I don't look at it as, oh, I don't have 1,000 subscribers, so it's not, you know, it doesn't really affect me that much. It just, as long as the people that I do have are getting some value out of what I'm doing, that's all I'm really concerned with. And you have to approach it that way too, because even in a live stream, you know, there's 10 of us in here. You got to think about that. You know, some people get really upset, or oh, there's only 2-3 people watching me live or something, and they get kind of discouraged and they stop doing it. But I look at it very different. I look at it as these are live people, you know, that you're engaging with. So think of yourself in a room somewhere, and if you've got 5 people sitting in front of you listening to you, you know, that's quite significant. So I look at it the same way. So I look here, I've got 10 people in here. I'm speaking to 10 people, live people in front of me. So that's the way I approach it. So it doesn't matter to me if, you know, like some channels like Pete Thorne and everybody, they get like 500-600 people watching live, and that's great. But man, it's a lot to keep track of, and to engage with each and every one is very hard. And maybe keeping it small is better. You get better engagement, and you get more value out of whatever content you're looking at or watching and learning from. So that's kind of how I approach it. So I don't focus on things like likes and all that stuff. You can go down quite a rabbit hole, I should maybe say that way, when you're focused on that stuff, because you're always looking for that, and then you start to get, like, some people on social media are completely addicted to that, right? They post a picture and every 5 seconds they're looking how many likes they've got, or they get consumed with that stuff. So you can't be that way. You got to use social media to be, you know, what it is, and don't get too obsessed with those little things. Let's see, Marsman, your content just keeps getting better and better. Subs will blow up one day. Well, thanks, Marsman. That's the key, right? Just create content that you're proud of, and that's, you know, other people enjoy, and don't worry about all these analytics and semantics about, you know, how many people are on your subscriber list, right? Because if you focus on that, you're not focused on the content that you're delivering, and I think that's a mistake, because you produce good content, people will show up. The engagement is way cooler on smaller streams, definitely. Whether you're bothered or not, your shows are well planned, and those are much more. Well, thank you. I really appreciate the feedback, guys, and you know, just keep doing what I can, and if you guys like it, that's cool. You can't hardly read comments on folks that have 200. I know this chat just goes up, and it's hard to follow that stuff. So. All right, well, I was just, I want to get off here because it's 9 o'clock, and I know that most of us here follow Eric from EVH TV Gear, and I think it's EVH Gear and TV Network or something. I can never say his channel name, but you guys know who I mean. He's having Guitar Hack on his channel, right? So I don't want to take up any more of that time. So thanks for jumping in. This was just a quick test. I think things are going well as far as the setup. I still have to figure out the Easy Drummer part so that I can get that routed properly into the mixer. And one of my future shows, what I want to do is actually put a song together, you know, starting with Easy Drummer, showing you guys how I work with that, and setting up a full song, and setting up my drums, and you know, so we can go through the process together. We'll try to do it in an hour, but sometimes it takes a little longer than that, so we might have to go an hour and a half on that one. But I tested a little bit tonight with Easy Drummer, and there's something going on when it goes into the mixer. It was sounding weird, so still have to figure out the few bugs on that, but that's the plan. But this other stuff, getting the tracks from the iPhone going into the mixer and then playing along with the guitar, seems to be working properly, and the levels seem to be okay. So we'll go with that. All right, folks. All right, thanks for being. Hey, Zach, how's it going? All right, guys. I'm gonna leave you here tonight, and I'll jump over to Eric's live stream, and you guys should jump over there too if you want. And that's that. All right. So we'll see you on Monday. Monday 7:30 is the next one, unless I go live again this weekend for some more some testing, but I don't schedule those. So if you're subscribed, just hit notification bell there, and that'll tell you whenever I go live. All right, folks. Have a good night, and we'll see you